Hi, and welcome to HUR at Home Music Night. Tonight we've got one of our favorites, just in time for Valentine's Day. You'll see what I mean in just a moment. I mean, he's multi-Grammy nominated. He's a platinum-selling R&B singer, songwriter, producer, podcaster. He does it all, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't wait for this night, and I know you couldn't wait either. The DMV's own, yeah, we're still claiming him. Tank. Oh my goodness. Yes, I claim you all the time. Hi.
Me, y'all better. I am to be claimed. Come on now, from the DM.
You
Come on now, I need it.
Yes. I mean, you're actually born in what, like Wisconsin?
Born in Milwaukee, yeah, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and then I got to Maryland, the middle of my sixth grade year, and
Okay.
the rest is history from elementary school to middle school to high school to every church in the DMV, and
Okay.
you know what I
What
mean.
high school?
Crossland, Crossland,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, nice. I like you. I'm kind of a DC implant. I was born in another cold region, Buffalo, New York.
Mm.
And I know, we know cold.
I know. Listen, I lived in North Dakota
Oh
at one
my
point.
gosh.
My father
That
was
might be
stationed.
worse.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Yeah. Yes. You know what? When I got to DC, I was like, now this. I mean, that's when I realized it is just not normal. It's not natural living with all the snow in Buffalo. Not to mention, I just love DC so much.
Yeah, I mean, I love DC, but then we got started getting snowed in there too, and
Yeah.
and I said the
Yeah.
Lord don't want me in snow. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to,
Go west.
I had to listen to the Spirit of the Lord. He said, "You don't no more snow for you, beloved," and so I went on. I
That's
went.
how that went down.
That's how,
I love it. I love your personality, and it all comes through with your music. Congratulations on everything.
thank you.
You know, I love that. I believe I Deserve is the most ad R&B song these days, and congratulations. I mean, you're doing so well with your streaming and everything. But I've got to say, I mean, maybe you're starting a trend I've never known, and it, could be out there and I just don't know about it. I've never known an artist to kind of remix their own song and bring it out like 20 years later and have it be one of their biggest songs ever.
No, no, that's not normal. I was, I was
I don't think so.
I was definitely gambling, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
with trying to run it back in a sense. But, you know, just as a producer and just kind of understanding the climate of production and writing nowadays, everything is retro. Like everybody's
Yeah.
bringing everything back from, from those times, from those late 90s, early 2000s. And I was like, you know what, before somebody brings my record back and gets paid off of it, let me bring it back and
I love it.
and pay myself. and and
Hello.
it's just a blessing that it's doing well. And I think that's more of, I can't say that I won't say that I produced the most amazing new version of it, but I think the original is so strong that it just,
Yeah.
it's carried over 22 years later. And,
Wow.
and thanks to the team, Atlantic, and, everybody just supporting the record and you guys, like, it's a really dope moment. Really, really dope
Oh,
moment.
yeah. Oh,
It's,
we were on it from the word go,
yeah.
from the
And,
beginning.
and it's like at the wind down, when you're like kind of winding down, you kind of want to make sure people understand the beginning as you near towards the end. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this was kind
Yeah.
of a full circle moment as well.
Yeah, I love it. And I love how, I mean, what you're saying in the song is just classic. And that rings true, from back in the day, way before we were born. And it's going to be the case forever. I mean, people don't always, you get in relationships and, sometimes you take each other for granted and you step out and maybe not respect them or give them as much attention as you could until you lose it and then you look back, right? I mean, that's what the song is about.
That's just life, and those are hard lessons to learn. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we're not perfect, and so these songs just kind of continue to speak to the accountability part of it. You know, and let me
Yeah.
just own this. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you right, you should. You should. You're right. I'm gonna,
Maybe I deserve
I'm
it.
gonna give you a pass. You're gonna do that, and I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting though. That's the key. I'll be right here. I love it. I mean, you mentioned earlier you're talking about, you decided I'm going to remix my own song before somebody else does it and makes money off of it. You're very generous with this type of information, and I say that about your podcast. Tell us about that.
You know what? Just wanted to give an authentic place to have the R&B conversation. You know what I mean? Like, um, who better to talk about R&B than somebody who's actually doing it? You know what I mean? A lot of
Yeah.
people, um, they kind of, they kind of have these conversations from the outside, and as we respect the conversation, just wanting to have the conversation, um, the authenticity of someone who's actually doing it. You know what I mean? Like in
Yeah.
in in the trenches with it, has been in the trenches with it for 20 something years. Like that's the better conversation, I think, and that's the conversation, or that's the space that I think artists really gravitate to. You know what I mean? In terms of artist to artist conversations and relations. You know what I mean? So when we're talking with
Yeah.
a Jamie Foxx, or talking with a Brooke Valentine, or talking to these people, like it's a different type of conversation that you're going to get out of that, because the respect is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Understanding of the nuance, the type of questions, the type of journey that we take during those conversations is different, because we actually see it. We're in it. We've actually been doing it. You know what I mean? So we can get really deep and get down to some
Yeah.
things that someone who has only watched from the outside and just trying to talk
Right.
about it, they can't get into that because they don't know it. And
They
so
don't know it. And
I don't know. I wanted there to be an authentic place to have
yeah.
this R&B conversation, and that's what the R&B Money podcast is all about.
Yeah, the R&B Money podcast. And to that point, and such valid points. I mean, people can watch from the outside all day long and have an idea of how it really goes down, but they don't really know.
No,
So, artist to artist, as iron sharpens iron,
absolutely.
what have you learned from talking to some of your contemporaries? Like, everybody's path is different, even though you're in the same business. What happens to you might not necessarily happen to another artist. Have you been surprised? Has anything surprised you?
I mean, yeah, I think you're always surprised because you know the one thing you do know about just the entertainment world or business period is that none of this comes without tragedy. You know what I mean?
Right.
And not necessarily loss of life, that type of thing, but
Yeah.
you know none of this comes without hardships, none of it.
Yeah.
And it's par for the course, and everybody has their own hardship story of things they have to suffer through and fight through, and in order to get to where they are. And
Mm-hmm.
just hearing everyone's story, and like, you did what, and you sold what to who, and why did you know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Yeah.
all of those things, like you never get tired of hearing those stories of victory. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People
Yeah.
fighting and pushing through to uh
Yeah.
to live out their dreams.
Yeah, and there are levels. Somebody's tragedy, if you will, might be big because it's happening to them.
Hmm.
And when it's your story and your life, yeah, this is big. This is me. This is my life. And, but there are levels, and, some are a little bit more dramatic than others. I remember, talking to you the last time that you were here on this platform, and thank you for coming back.
Of course.
I couldn't wait to talk to you again. But between then and now, I remember you went through a little something with your hearing,
Hmm.
and we were all just praying for you and, didn't know what was going on. I don't think you knew either. And so, but you're on the other side of it now?
I'm on the other side of dealing with it. I'm not on the other side
Okay.
of the effects of it. I'm still deaf in my right
Okay.
ear, and um, the vertigo is very next to nothing in a
Oh,
sense.
good.
But I mean, hopefully the ear makes a comeback. You know what I mean? And if not, I
Yeah.
still one good one that I've learned how to process and move forward with. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's not gonna beat me. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? It's
Amen.
not
Yeah.
gonna beat me. And so
Yeah.
moving forward has just been the goal, and so we've been blessed to be able to keep rolling and keep pushing and shows
Yeah.
and recording and producing and all. It's all
Whew.
continue still going.
That's beautiful. I mean, I just wanted to bring that up because when it comes to powering through, things come
Mm,
up and it's already so delicate as an artist because you're putting yourself out there. You're vulnerable. This is your life. This is your music. This is your work. And when you are on stage or in the studio, if it's true art, you're opening yourself up.
absolutely.
And, you told us about what was going on with you and you didn't have to. And I just applauded you. I really did, just for being brave to, tell the truth about what's going on with Tank. And I think it made all of us fall in love with you even more. So
Absolutely.
I'm so happy that you're, still doing what you do. And I mean that because you've got a really beautiful gift and you're really generous with it. Even on your social media, I've checked you out where you'll be on there just like working out a little something on your keyboard. You don't know, what's going to happen, but you're there and it's real and it's in real time. So, that's art.
That's I
That's
mean
art to me.
it, it's I mean it's I think it's necessary. You know what I mean? Because I think you just expect people to just, hey, here's my music, buy it. And I
Right.
think there's
Exactly.
got to be more to that. You know what I mean? There's got to be almost in a sense, at least the idea of a personal relationship. You know what I mean? Where you
Hmm.
get to see me, understand me, kind of even understand some of my values as it pertains to me, just as a human being, and
Yeah.
then that makes the music hopefully mean that much more to you in
Yeah.
understanding. So I feel like all of that is necessary.
Yeah. I mean, all the things I'm bringing up, it just endears you to the people who run with you, the people who are down for you, like all of us. And at WHUR, we're always celebrating you and celebrating your music. And I know there's another dimension that I don't really hear about a lot, and that's your acting. I mean, is that something that we're going to see more of from Tank?
Whole lot more of. I mean, now that
Ooh,
I'll have the time, you know what I mean, just kind of stepping out of, the full artist mode and going and putting the acting part of it first. So yeah, that's the goal. That's the idea of the last album and the last tour and all of these things, even though I'll still be working in music from an executive side. All of these album cycles and all of these things, I'll be kind of putting those behind me so that I can, so I can be great at the other things I really want to be great at.
so let me get this straight because I think I read somewhere that you were saying this is going to be your final.
Final album.
No, wait a minute. I don't even want to say that out loud. That can't be true. We need you to be singing and acting. Maybe do some musicals. I don't know. You can't stop singing. What are you talking about? No, act and sing.
Listen, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to never stop being. I'm not going to be able to stop singing, but just the process. That artist process is just it's different. It's a lot, and it's time
Yeah.
consuming, and there's just so many other things I want to do, and so that's where I
Wow.
got to go. That's where I got to
That's
go
huge.
while I have
I mean,
time.
yeah, well, I hope you have a whole lot of time. I'm thinking that, okay, I get that. Because if you're going to do it, you're going to really do it. And I guess you're saying if I'm going to step into this acting arena, you don't want to put just one foot in while you're over here doing this. Is that the idea?
Completely the idea. I mean, imagine how much time and effort I've had to put in to get to this point. As an artist. And
Right.
so it takes the same dedication as an actor, you know what I mean, to completely be all in, and that's where the respect comes from. The people will, try and discredit you, or he's just, you know, they just booked him because he's a draw. He's got fans and
Right.
this, and no, I don't want that. I want to be booked because I'm a great actor and because I'm putting in the time and putting in the work, improving my case. So um,
Mm,
that's what it is.
that's what it is. So, can you tell us what's on the horizon? Are you working on something now? Film, TV, stage?
I've gotten a few calls. I'll let it materialize
Come on.
before I
Give me a
start.
little something.
Yeah, listen, right now the album is called R&B Money.
Okay.
We're trying to get you a date and get you some tour dates as well. Work on
Beautiful.
all that, and everything to come after that will be. Just stay tuned. We got some cool
I
stuff.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. All right. Well, I'm glad that you're here the week of Valentine's Day. This is that a big holiday for you personally, Valentine's Day?
Yeah, I'm an R&B singer. Absolutely.
I know. I mean, just for the women who are watching tonight, I mean, Tank, can you imagine? Tank on Valentine's Day singing with the flowers. Do
I,
what you do.
I told him, listen, I love you. I said, but they love me too. We gotta share. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out here and take care of the people. The people need me in the deal.
People need,
I guess
yes,
so
we do.
I'm probably more excited to perform, this time than probably I've ever been, or since the first
Yeah.
time I performed uh in DC. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
This is like a big thing for me, and especially the venue. Like I was kind of there when they was kind of opening the venue, and I was like, oh my god, I can't
Tell
wait.
us about the venue. Tell us about the dates. Tell us about all of that.
I mean,
What are
MGM.
we expecting?
MGM Valentine's night. Me, I'm there. Me, Genuine, Lloyd, Bobby V, and we're doing it for you. We're making sure that your Valentine's is successful. I like to
Oh
use.
yeah,
Um, you
I
know,
like that.
and so like it's 15 minutes from my house, right? So
Oh, I love
so,
it.
you know it,
That'll
it,
work.
it's really cool, and they walked me through the theater when they first opened, and I was just like,
It's beautiful.
I
Oh,
was like, oh my god, I can't wait to perform here. You guys got
mm.
just book me, right? And years in the making, but
Now we're
what a
here.
special day, right? What better day to make
Yeah.
my MGM appearance? You know what I mean?
Ooh, I love it.
Yeah,
And you're going to make a whole lot of people's Valentine's Day, as you say, successful.
absolutely.
So can't wait. Tank, congratulations on everything. Love your new song, I Deserve, and just love everything you do. And I can't wait to just see, the next thing, the evolution of Tank. We're here for all of it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, would you shout out your social?
Oh, at the Real Tank, on everything. Come find me at the Real Tank. Um, it'll be not don't expect a whole lot of serious stuff. It's just fun and music. Come to have a good time.
It's a good time. Tank, thank you so much for spending time with us. Can't wait to see you in concert. I'm going to say it in advance. Happy Valentine's Day.
Hey.
Great to see you again.
Bye.
Bye. Wow, Tank on HUR at Home, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And make sure you follow us at WHUR-FM on all platforms. You can follow me too while you're at it, at Angela Stribling. Have a great night.